So, hello friends, this is Professor Rahul Krishna Jibavane, and in the subject of heat transfer, today we will see some numericals based on a lump heat capacity analysis. So these are the very important numericals which are asked many times in SPPU exams. So today we are going to see only two numericals, and first one is 15 diameter mild steel sphere. So sphere is given and diameter 15 so convert into meter. That sphere having K value 42 watt per meter degree centigrade is exposed to cooling air flow at 20 degree centigrade. So this sphere is exposed to cooling air. So surrounding fluid, that is T infinity, is at 20 degree centigrade, resulting in convective coefficient, that is H value is given 120, and we have to find out time required for cooling the sphere from 550 degree centigrade to 90 degree centigrade. This is our first question, where already we know that surrounding fluid is 20. In first question it is said if that sphere is at 550 degree centigrade, so it will be initial temperature, and after some time it will reach to 90 degree centigrade, because this high temperature sphere, when put into a cooling air, so definitely it will be extracted, and after some time that sphere might be reach 90 degree centigrade. So we have to find out that time period. Then instantaneous heat transfer rate 2 minutes after the start of cooling. So this is very important. You must understand the meaning of this. They are not asking how much amount of heat transfer in 2 minutes. They are asking what will be the rate of heat transfer after 2 minutes. Then third one is total energy transfer from the sphere during the first 2 minutes, and this is the third part where it is asked total amount of heat transfer during these first 2 minutes, and they provide some data: density of that sphere, then specific heat, and thermal diffusivity they provided. How to identify this is a thermal diffusivity? So from its unit, meter square per second, you can identify that. So let us see how to solve these three sub questions. This is our given data, and as I said, for any kind of problem, first we have to check whether this problem can be assessed under this system, lump system analysis, or not. So for this we have to check for Biot number. So Biot number is HLC upon K, where H is given 120, K is given 42, and this characteristic length for sphere, so it is R by 3. How it comes? So characteristic length of any solid is nothing but a volume divided by surface area. So on simplifying this, we come to conclusion that for sphere it is a radius upon 3. We know what is the diameter, so diameter half, so it become a radius. Then diameter is 0.015 by 2 divided by 3, so characteristic length comes 0.025 meter. Many times a student make a mistake, they put the radius as it is. That means whatever be the unit is given, we have to convert into meter only. Okay. Now we know the characteristic length is 0.0025 meter. Put this value. So H is 125, characteristic length 0025 divided by thermal conductivity 42. So Biot number comes 0.00714. And definitely it is less than 0.1. So our justification for this, as Biot number is less than 0.1 and satisfying lump heat capacity analysis applicability, thus the problem can be solved using lump system method. If this condition not satisfied, then we have to go for other systems, okay, which we learn in unit 1 and 2. So if you are going for lump heat system, so we must prove that this basic criteria. So it is proven here, that is Biot number is less than 0.1, so we will go for lump heat capacity analysis. So first step, check for Biot number. Second, now they asked to find the time required for cooling from 550 degrees centigrade to 90 degrees centigrade. So initially that sphere is at 550, and later on after some time it reached to 90 degrees centigrade. So T is 90, and corresponding time we have to find out. So we know the basic, only one equation is there, temperature distribution equation in lump heat capacity analysis. Here this T belongs to this 90 degree centigrade, and this small t is the corresponding time. That means if we are interested to find out this small t time, so we must know all the terms. So T is 90, T infinity is given 20 degree centigrade, T initial 550, T infinity 20, e raised to the power minus h value is given 120, C 475, rho is 7850, and characteristic length in the previous step we already calculated it. So we have all the data. So put all the data, numerical values, simplify this. So I will not explain how to work on a calculator. Simplify this. Now it is t raised to the power minus 0.0045 t. Now we have to find out this value of t. So we will take ln on both sides. So ln of 0.1321. So on right hand side, when we take ln, so this e term will be vanished and only power remains there. And this is the basic mathematical formulas. So now shift the remaining terms and find out the time. Remember, whatever be the time in any kind of formula, that time is always in a basic unit, and basic unit for time is a second. So this time comes in a second, 449.78 second. Later on you can change into minute or hour or days, whatever be the requirement. Okay. So the answer of first is a 7.496 minute. So this much time is required when 550 degree centigrade sphere is deep or exposed into the surrounding of 20 degree centigrade. Then after this much time it will reach to 90 degree centigrade temperature. Now let us see the second point. Instantaneous heat transfer rate 2 minutes after the start of cooling. As I said, this is not the heat transfer for 2 minutes. This is heat transfer rate exactly for 2 minute time. So T will be 2. What will be the heat transfer rate? So in notation we put like at 2 minutes. So heat transfer Q at 2 minutes is equals to H surface area T minus T infinity, the basic Newton's law of heat, Newton's law of cooling, where T infinity we know after 2 minutes. So we have to replace this. Why? Because in whole this expression there is no any indication of time, and the question is to find out rate of heat transfer exactly after 2 minutes. So we must have any source where we can put this 2 minute, and in the current mathematical expression there is no any time phrase. So we will replace this. How to replace? We know temperature distribution equation in lump heat capacity analysis. T minus T infinity upon Ti minus T infinity is equals to e raised to the power minus h c rho Lc into this time t. So we will shift this Ti minus T infinity. So we get the value of T minus T infinity in terms of time. Now we will replace this bracket in Newton's law of cooling. So our equation become Q at 2 minutes is equals to H surface area Ti minus T infinity into e raised to the power whole this bracket multiply by time. Now put the values. Surface area, as we know it is a sphere, so 4 pi r square, and time they asked to find out the rate of heat transfer exactly after 2 minutes. Remember, when that sphere is at high temperature 550 degrees centigrade, so as soon as we dip into a cooling surrounding, so at beginning there will be a high rate of heat transfer, and as on it loses its heat, so its temperature will be fall, and accordingly the rate of heat transfer also decreases. So exact after 2 minutes we have to find out what is the rate of heat transfer. So we will put time 2 minutes, but as I said, all terms should be in its basic unit. So basic unit for time is second, so 120 second. Put all the values. H we know 124 pi r, it is given. Radius, then initial temperature 550, surrounding 20 e raised to the power h is given, then c 475, rho 7850, and characteristic length we just find out in a previous step, multiply by this time 120. So only the q at 2 minutes will be there. So on calculating this we come to know that exact after 2 minutes, what is the rate of heat transfer? 26.076 watt, joule per second. Watt is nothing but joule per second. If I wait for 3 minutes, so no doubt after 3 minutes the temperature of sphere will be lesser, so heat transfer rate will be reduced. If I wait for 5 minutes, so heat transfer rate will be reduced. So this is the instantaneous rate of heat transfer. This 26 is not the total amount of heat transfer for 2 minutes. This is the rate of heat transfer exactly after 2 minutes. And the last question, total energy transfer, that is total heat transfer from the sphere during this first 2 minutes. So when it is initially at Ti, and as it exposed to the surrounding fluid, then from that point to completion of 2 minutes, what is the total amount of heat transfer? So we know temperature distribution equation for lump heat capacity analysis. Now we are finding the temperature after 2 minutes. So here we will put time equals to 120 and corresponding temperature of sphere. So we know the all other numerical terms. So on calculating and simplifying this, we come to know that after 2 minutes, sphere temperature will be 327.4 degrees centigrade. So this is the temperature of sphere, which is initially at 550 degrees centigrade, but after 2 minutes it reduced to 327.4 degrees centigrade. Now the total heat transfer, so we know what is the total amount of heat. So mCp delta T, that is the basic equation. So mCp delta T, so what is m? Mass. Mass can be replaced by rho into V. So density into volume is a mass. C already given, specific heat. Delta T, so initially that sphere is at initial temperature 550 Ti, and after 2 minutes it reached to temperature T, which is we just find out. So put all these values. So T is 327.4. This is the temperature after 2 minutes. So delta T will be initial minus this 327.4. So rho, volume of sphere 4 by 3 pi r cube into specific heat Ti minus T. Putting all the numericals value, then we come to know the total amount of heat transfer in first 2 minutes is 1466.76 watt. So I think this is very clear. Previously we calculate the rate of heat transfer exactly after 2 minutes, that is about 26 watt. and this is the total heat transfer for 2 minutes. So when it is dipped from that point to completion of 2 minutes, this much amount of heat is transferred from sphere. Now for today's last question, and this is very important and many times it is repeated and very interesting numericals. An egg with a mean diameter of 4 centimeter. So obviously eggs is in an elliptical shape, but it is given that it is a mean diameter of 4 centimeters. So no doubt we are going to assume as a sphere with a diameter of 4 centimeter. So it is assumed sphere diameter with 4 centimeters. So convert it into meter, 0.04. And initially at 25 degrees centigrade is a place in a boiling water pan for 4 minutes. So that eggs, which is about 25 degrees centigrade, it is placed into a boiling water pan for 4 minutes. So we know what is the time period. 4 minutes, it is 240 seconds, and found to be boiled to the consumer taste. So the meaning of this sentence is, when that eggs which is at 25 degrees centigrade is put into the boiling water pan for 4 minutes, after 4 minutes it reached to that particular temperature where that consumer recommend to eat that one, or it is its habit. Just like many person have a habit to have a tea or coffee at a very high temperature. Few people wait for 2 or 3 minutes, let it cool down, and then after they prefer to taste the tea or coffee. So person to person, the taste temperature or consumption of that particular food temperature is different. So this particular consumer having a taste temperature, what is that taste temperature? When 25 degrees centigrade eggs put into the boiling water for 4 minutes, then after 4 minutes, whatever be the temperature of that egg is the temperature preferred by this consumer. For how long should a similar egg for the same consumer be boiled when taken from the refrigerator at 5 degrees centigrade? So if imagine the consumer, the same consumer, if eggs is taken out from a refrigerator, definitely in a refrigerator that egg temperature is below this 25 and it is given 5 degrees centigrade. So that refrigerator egg temperature is 5 degrees centigrade. Now I want to boil this for the same consumer, then definitely it takes more time, because 25 degrees centigrade, if I boil for 4 minutes, so it reach to consumer taste temperature. But 5 degrees centigrade eggs, I have to boil for more time to reach to that consumer taste temperature. They given some data. Take thermal conductivity 12, H 125, specific heat 2 kilojoule. We have to convert into basic, that is joule, and density 1250. So this is our given data. First case, when eggs is taken out at 25 degrees centigrade and boiled for 4 minutes. Second case, when eggs is at 5 degrees centigrade. The common factor, both time the eggs is served to the same consumer, so consumer taste temperature will be the same. So using first case, we have to find out the consumer taste temperature. But whether this problem can be assessed under this lump heat capacity analysis or not, for that we have to check for Biot number. Remember, there are separate 2 marks for this check. Whether they ask in numerical or not, doesn't matter, but always there is 2 marks for this Biot number check. So Biot number HLC upon K as a X, assume as a sphere. So for characteristic length R by 3, so D by 2 divided by 3 So come to conclusion, characteristic length is 0.00667 meter. Put this characteristic length and other parameter values in Biot number. So Biot number comes 0.06948. So our justification, many time it is asked in numerical, justify. So justify is nothing but Biot number is less than 0.1, but we have to write down a sentence. As Biot number is less than 0.1 and satisfying lump heat capacity analysis applicability, thus problem can be solved using lump system method. Now case 1, when we use eggs at 25 degrees centigrade and heat it for 4 minutes. So temperature distribution equation in lump heat capacity. So here we have to find out this T infinity. We know it is not given, but it is in a sentence form. The information is given that eggs is put into the pan. That pan having a boiling water, and water is boiled at 100 degrees centigrade. So they don't provide a numerical value, but they provide a data, that is water, boiling water. So boiling water, that's 100 degrees centigrade. So surrounding temperature 100. Initially, so there are two initial conditions. First, when we use a 25 degrees centigrade, so TI1. H is given, C, rho, LC, we just calculate, and time we know that it is for 4 minutes. So corresponding consumer test temperature T will be there, which we are right now interested to find out what is the consumer test temperature. So put the values, all numericals value we know. So we will, after calculating, come to conclusion that that particular consumer prefer the test temperature is 87.59 degrees centigrade. So 25 degrees centigrade eggs, when heated for 4 minutes, it reached to 87.59 degrees centigrade temperature, and this temperature eggs is preferred by that particular consumer. Now imagine second time the same consumer asks another boiled eggs. So and this time the eggs is taken out from a refrigerator and egg temperature is at 5 degrees centigrade. So the consumer prefer the same temperature eggs, 87.59. So this time we know the capital T temperature. But now how long this eggs 5 degrees centigrade to be boiled in the same boiling water pan? So we have to find out this time. So put the numerical value. This time we know what is T infinity 100. T initial, second time it is 5 degrees centigrade minus 100 e raised to the power. All the numericals value we know. We have to find out the time. So on simplifying, we come to know that time is 271.78 seconds. On conversion, it reached to 4.53 minutes. So that means when 25 degrees centigrade eggs served to the consumer after 4 minutes, if anyone try to boil a 5 degrees centigrade, then he must boil that water for more time, and 4.53 minutes is there. So this is another most interesting and repeatedly asked numerical in SPPU exam.